Welcome to the Five Heartbeats podcast, where our desire is to inspire. This is Shanell Henry. I am a community organizer in the city of Lansing for One Love Global Organization. One of the groups that we lead under One Love is the Peace and Prosperity Youth Action Movement. And I am so honored to be here this afternoon today with two beautiful young ladies that I labor with in a community, Regine and Nikayla. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me. I know that we are living in some unprecedented times right now. Things are just like bananas. We're quarantined. And I've had conversations with the both of you as of late that really pulled my heartstrings. And so I was inspired to have you today just to kind of share and to be free to express your emotions, your thoughts of where you are during this time. And before we jump right into it, I just wanted to do a brief introduction of who you are. Just introduce yourself, where you're from, and what you do.
Hello, family. Thank you for having me on, Shanell. It is a pleasure. I am originally from Detroit, Michigan, born and raised. However, I am a graduating senior at Michigan State University. So I began working with One Love Global in their Lansing sector. I currently serve as the political education and outreach specialist, as well as the census coordinator. So I work on a lot of electoral justice projects, and I also help serve with our Peace and Prosperity Youth Action Movement, where I've had the privilege and opportunity of meeting Miss Shanell and Miss Nikayla. And I'm going to pass the floor to her.
Thank you. Thank you, Regine.
Hi, I'm Nikayla, and I'm currently a graduating senior at Everett High School. I've been with PPM for quite some time now, and I really enjoy it. I'm treasurer of Ingham County Youth Commission, and that's pretty much me.
You're awesome.
Yes, so thank you guys so much, you ladies, for being a part of this session that definitely is dear to my heart. So go green, go Spartan, yes. Go red, go blue, Viking, yes. I am a former Viking, and I did attend Michigan State University. I didn't graduate, but that's part of a whole nother story. It's powerful, but I'm grateful that I definitely was a student at both schools. And so thank you again for just being a part of this. I admire your beauty. I admire your strength. I admire your leadership, and I admire your boldness. I just wanted to allow you guys this space to be transparent and to be open because, Regine, you graduate this year. Your graduation was supposed to be in May, correct?
May, yes.
Nikayla, your graduation is supposed to be in May, correct?
Yes.
Am I right that both of you will no longer be doing a physical graduating walk across the stage ceremony because of COVID?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that alone, like when I heard that, especially coming from Nikayla, we had a conference call with the youth that just expressed their highs and their lows. And Nikayla just kind of shared how she felt with that. And it just like struck me like I just never thought about that. There's a lot of people's schedules and plans that have been shaken up and changed because of this. Nikayla, I want to start with you. Go ahead and share where you are at emotionally, but just be open and to kind of share what you've experienced in your emotion and thoughts due to all of this change as it pertains to school, your peers, graduation, so on and so forth. Go ahead and share.
So whenever the first cases came to Michigan and they started canceling school just for a few weeks, it was kind of like, yes, it's a break. Yeah, so we needed more time learning and making up our credits, finishing up our last few credits.
Yes.
As seniors. And pretty much we had prom and everything coming up, and everybody kind of got worried. I started stressing myself, thinking that like my transcripts wasn't going to get to the schools that I was applying to. And now I'm kind of calming back down because I've been able to talk with my counselor, talk with my mother, and we're getting everything together with FAFSA and all of the things that I need to get on to the next part of life. But pretty much it is hard for us seniors not having that moment we've been waiting for since kindergarten. Mm-hmm. We've been waiting to walk across that stage, and that's an experience that most people should be able to have. But now we're just trying to step forward and move on into the next part of our lives, pretty much.
Yeah, wow. Thank you for that. I'll come back to that. Nikayla, Regine, can you share where you're at emotionally, where you were at a couple weeks ago when all this went down?
Yeah, very similar to Nikayla. Ever since I graduated high school in 2015, I've looked forward to my college graduation. And this is around the time where a lot of seniors really go hard. We put in a significant amount of work to ensure that our grades reflect our success, our prior 3-4 years where we currently are, and it gives us a chance to really tie everything together smoothly. However, with this huge transition, a lot of our classes have moved to opt for online classes, and unfortunately, a lot of students aren't technology savvy. Mm-hmm. I personally struggle with online classes because I'm a hands-on learner, and I much prefer to be in a classroom in front of an instructor, and I that's how I best retain the information. Prior to this entire transition that was announced on March 16th, one of my classmates was at a 3.5, and now they're currently at a 2.9. Mm-hmm. And it's not looking too pretty for them finishing off our senior year. So fortunately, Michigan State has opted to allow students to choose whether they would like their grades reported or not. So some classes you'll have the option to choose satisfactory or non-satisfactory instead of receiving a grade for the actual class, and it won't hinder your GPA, mm-hmm. which is something that some students are looking forward to. However, those of us who do plan on going to grad school or law school or, any other type of obtaining education, it may not look okay on a lot of transcripts if you don't have grades for certain classes. And so MSU is doing the best that they can to work and ensure that the students don't feel alone in this process. However, there's not much that you can really do for those of us who's literally had our dream of walking across the stage. I've had family members purchase plane tickets mm-hmm. to come and see me, and so now it's just a whole lot other than just not walking across the stage. It's a lot else that we have to navigate and try to put into perspective, and it's really sad. It's really sad.
Yeah, and thank you both so much for sharing. I mean, this is just random, unexpected, but we have to continue moving forward. It's important for us to stand in faith, but at the same time, we can't ignore real emotions, right? And we can't allow emotions to dictate who we are.
I would have to say I'm in a state of confusion. Mm-hmm. And as time has passed by, I haven't yet had the opportunity to make out how that future will look. And so yes. I'm still in the midst of understanding where I currently am in this time and placing my experience in the midst of that.
Okay. And that's real. There are individuals I know that have been planning for their wedding for over a year that had to postpone their weddings. Yeah. There are individuals that just gotten jobs and now they are laid off and might not get that job back because of this COVID. So we have to stay hopeful. We have to stand in faith. And I just wanted you to share your emotions and your thoughts just to inspire others that they're not alone in whatever they're dealing with. And this too shall pass. So I salute both of you, beautiful women, just for how far you've came. Nikayla, even though you're not going to walk down or across a physical stage, same with you, Regine, you've made it and you're crossing. Yeah. So just try to think of the positive, be optimistic as you can. Look to someone else that you can encourage and inspire and empower, because it will in turn inspire and empower you. I feel like I'm inspiring and empowering myself of what I'm dealing with over here by doing this with the both of you. So just thank you. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for being transparent. If you can give words in closing to someone that may be dealing with something similar, or maybe you know someone that's dealing with something different, but it's still just as tragic, what will you have to say to them right now at this moment? And that's how we'll do the closing.
I'll go. Pretty much keep your head up, stay positive, and stay focused on what's next in life. Don't let anything stop you and trip you up.
That's good. Thank you. I received that, Nikayla. I received that. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And in addition to what's already been stated on this call, just, live in the moment try not to bite off more than what you can chew. This is a chaotic process and a chaotic transition for many of us. You are definitely not alone. My heart definitely goes out to the frontline workers who are out every day working on our behalf. And so I really appreciate all of you. And now more than ever, it's going to take the collective efforts of all of us to work together to reach out to our community members, check in on our family and friends, make a few extra phone calls throughout the week, utilize this time to do a lot of self-care, self-relaxation, self-care, self-healing. Definitely focus on your inner mental and get some of that trauma that many of us have been dealing over and put into the side because we got to push through and make it to the next week. Let's take a step back and really take time for self and acknowledge where we are in this space. And then, two, give what we can to others who may not be in as fortunate positions as us, because there are many, many, many families who have suffered as a result of not being able to work and get wages to care for their families. There are students who use school as an outlet every day to go, have friends and to be in a new environment, a new set of scenery. So parents, take the time out to connect with your children. Talk to them. Just have a real conversation. See where they are. Just listen. Just let them take the lead. And you'll be surprised what they may tell you or where you may go. And also, parents, take the time for yourselves. This is a time that many of us are in a time of need, whether that be prayer, love, additional resources, whatever that is. Let's commit to work together and help each other get to those safe spaces of where we need to be. And lastly, just be happy. Happiness can take you a long way. When you are upset, you're frustrated, put a smile on your face. Literally, by just changing how you feel can oftentimes change situations outside of you. It's all about how you react and how you allow outside factors to play a role in your life and how you want to operate in life, And so definitely try some new things. Take advantage of this time to do something that you've been wanting to do for so long. Use the opportunity to create something beautiful, to create something new, and don't forget, you're not alone.
So good. Thank you so much, Nikayla and Regine. I really appreciate this time. I appreciate your words. So stay inspired, those that are listening, those that are watching. This too shall pass. So this is Shanell Henry with 5heartbeats.com and oneloveglobal.org. Until next time, stand firm, dream, and push. Thank you so much.